We're gonna do just a short little sponsored portion of the stream now, just a little bit. So let's watch this video, and then I will talk a little bit about it afterwards. Okay.
Please, show us your sorcery once more, fair maiden.
Guys, how many times do I have to tell you? It's not sorcery, it's OnJuno.
The mystical slab of divine enlightenment.
Your king holds the wealth of the land that you work so hard to harvest, yet you get so little in return. With OnJuno, you can get more on your deposits.
I have no idea what any of that means.
Your king is greedy. He could let you earn more, but he doesn't believe you have a choice.
Yeah, we want more coin.
We want more coin! We want more coin!
Perfect, I think you guys are starting to get it.
Yes, it is! There's the witch!
Uh-oh, I don't think they like me. Not only do the big banks hose you on the interest you could build with your deposits, they also crush you with absurd fees that net them billions of dollars every year.
Oh, shut up.
You can't! You don't know what you're doing!
We do this, it'll spread a curse across all the land, my lord!
She showed us the light! She's a witch! Witch! Heretic!
As a digital banking platform, OnJuno keeps its costs low. There are no hidden fees, no minimum balance fees, and no worries.
I don't respect what you're saying because it's new and different and it scares me!
And if you want to send your money around the globe, soon you'll be able to at a great price with no hassle.
The world is flat!
The world is flat, right?
Yes, sure.
Witch! 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 She's a witch!
And who doesn't love getting cash back on their favorite brands?
Oh, I do love my cash back. Okay, you're the queen now.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Our queen! Annabelle of OnJuno!
Our reign has just begun. Make the switch to OnJuno.
All right, you guys. So yeah, I will just talk a little bit about OnJuno. They are a sponsor of stream. They also were a sponsor of chess.com, and I believe the Speed Chess Championship as well. So just to talk about it, they are a company. They have a checkings account where you can earn 2.15% interest for the time being when you sign up. So make sure to check out onjuno.com. I think they have some kind of cashback as well, some cashback reward as well. So yeah, so that's what they have for the time being. Now in general terms, I'm just going to talk broadly speaking about finance, not about stocks or that sort of stuff. But in this day and age, of course, if you're not interested in the stock market or it's too risky, it's very hard to get a return on your money, obviously. In general, I think right now, I know my savings account that I have a savings account, another bank, a very prominent bank, and I earn a whopping 0.000, I think 1%, if I'm not mistaken, on my account. So not everyone can invest in Tesla and stocks because of course there is a lot of risk involved if you pick the wrong time. So yeah, so in general terms, of course, you can get a good return. I would also add some other stuff in general as being a professional chess player. So one of the things that you really have to pay attention to is your finances. You know, what you're trying to do, how you save, how much you spend. Okay, you guys, just be nice. So in general terms, it's not easy. You obviously have to pay attention. I know for myself, one thing I've paid a lot of attention to is spending. I try not to spend too much, and I also try to make sure to pay my bills on time, credit cards specifically. If you don't do that, then of course you are going to end up paying fees. And I can tell you for myself, like all my actual stuff is literally on my phone. So on my phone, I literally have a I use Samsung, of course, because like my main man Myth, we use a proper company with proper technology. So I use Galaxy, of course, unlike a certain other brand. But I do have, like, on my phone, I have a notepad and I have a technical I have a note which says monthly bills, and literally I have every single thing listed. You know, I have like a mortgage, utilities, the power, security, credit cards, everything on a list. So that's my way actually of making sure to pay my bills, is that I do have that. So that's how I keep track. It is very important, of course, to have good credit rating as well. If you do get one of the debit cards and you do use it for the cash back, for example, with with OnJuno, yes. Doesn't your bank pay that automatically? Theoretically, you could do that, but if you don't have the balances in place, you could end up getting an overcharge. So that's why you do have to be careful as well. Just to be clear, is this only for the USA? I believe this is worldwide, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think this is only for the US, but don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure it isn't. What about those ATM fees? Well, I guess I could theoretically load. I can load the site. I guess. Let me load it. I'll just load the site. Okay, let me just load the site. Let's go to this. So here's the site. Open an account. FDIC backed. So okay, so here you guys will see there are various things. You can get the basic, which is a powerful checking account. You get 2.15% on balances up to 5K, 5% on 500 a year. Instant virtual cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, everything else. No fee cash withdrawals at ATMs. I will add, actually, speaking about ATMs, I would also add that's one thing, is I know there almost always are fees. Having used other debit cards in the past, there always are fees, and it's always really annoying. So yeah, the other thing that I really like about this, you guys, is I know some people say, well, it's only up to a certain amount, but I still think for a lot of people who are watching the stream, and in the real world specifically, not everyone has endless money. So it is good to be able to get some returns. Also with the metal card, for example, which is $9.99 a month, you see it gives you 2.15% up to $30,000, and 5% on cashback up to $3,000. So again, I do like it. I would not normally, I don't just back anything. One thing I would also add, just broadly speaking, is occasionally I do talk about finance, or I do talk about stocks here and there, but I never will talk about stuff that I think, people could lose money or is very dangerous. So like there's certain things that I just won't ever talk about on stream. For example, a certain electric car company, because if you pick it wrong at the wrong time, then you could very easily lose a lot of money. And there are many people who don't have endless money. They can't afford to just take that kind of risk on a return. So once again, yeah, make sure to check out OnJuno. They do have the metal card. Of course, if you're going to use this, you do have to make sure you pay your bills on time. Obviously, that always goes without saying. But yeah, so OnJuno is a sponsor right now. Also, actually, you guys, look at the bottom here. I didn't notice this. They changed it. It says free for 6 months. So actually, it's free for the first 6 months. They got rid of the fee, and it's not $9.99 a month. So there's also that as well if you do the metal. So for the first 6 months, you get it for free. So yeah, all right. So yeah, and of course the bonus goes down if you have more money than that, obviously. But yeah, so anyway, just wanted to shout out OnJuno. They are they basically, one thing that surprised me is that in a lot of countries you don't actually have like basically savings accounts. So this is like a checking account, but you're essentially getting the savings that you would get on a savings account, which is really quite nice. So yeah, so that's just what I want to shout out. Big shout out to OnJuno. They are new, and again, they do have some very attractive rewards. And I would not just partner with any old finance company. Foreign exchange fees, I don't know if they have that listed. That's not listed right here, so I'm not sure. But again, exactly who is traveling right now. So yeah. And of course, it's a checking, it's not savings. So there is that big difference that you get on checkings versus savings. And in a lot of countries, I don't think you even have savings accounts, which is kind of insane. But I'm pretty sure that's the case. So once again, you guys, just shouting out OnJuno. Make sure to check them out. Very attractive returns, of course. Not everybody can take those risks in the market per se. So again, it's pretty good relative to what you normally get. So it's what it is. So. All right, are they FDIC insured? I believe they are. I think it said that, didn't it? It said, yeah, it says FDIC. It does say FDIC right up here at the top. So there is FDIC. So yes, they are, to be clear. What is checkings and savings in EU? Isn't there just checkings basically? I mean, they might call it something different, but I don't honestly know. So yeah. And once again, like I said, just make sure that you pay your bills on time. One thing that surprised me actually is that I saw a tweet by Dan Smith, the poker player. Okay. I saw a tweet by Dan Smith, and he was talking about how he was trying to get I think a mortgage on a house, or he was trying to do something, and And I was kind of surprised because he was saying that he had bad credit, and it was kind of amazing to me that, you know, someone who's been so successful, especially at poker, that he made that tweet. It kind of shows that, once again, you always need to be on top of things. You always need to make sure to pay your bills. And I know from it, mediocre credit. Sorry, not bad. He had mediocre credit. Sorry about that. But that basically, it's important that you pay your bills. Don't end up paying those fees. And then beyond that, just to give another example. You know, one thing that I've always been cognizant of is, you know, with spending, like if there is something that I need to buy, like a computer, for example, or things along these lines, that occasionally there are also credit card offers too, where you can get a lot of points. So as long as you make sure that you pay your bills on time, there are many ways to get a return on this. So, all right, you guys. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for now. But once again, a big shout out to OnJuno. They're sponsoring the stream. They're a sponsor of chess.com as well. So yeah, personal finance though will always be something near and dear to my heart. I've for a long time I've been very, I don't know, I think one of the things that annoys me the most is when I see things like, you know, hidden fees, or, you know, there's something in the fine print that really that's probably annoys me more than anything else in the entire world, oddly enough. Because it's like, it's very frustrating when it feels like there are all these little hidden things and something goes wrong and it's like, oops, you know, sorry, but there, you know, you got nailed on the fees. So you should always try to be responsible and make sure to pay your bills on time. And I know that's easier said than done, but like for me, I just literally have a list of everything on my phone to do it. So, all right, you guys. Yeah.